Hello and welcome back to Simply Solo Playthroughs. We are here once again with Helionox. This is probably my first deck builder, and the deck builder I still absolutely love and love playing it. The only problem was I've done a couple videos already and they didn't turn out for one reason or another, and I lost all of them. So I'm hoping for a win here tonight. So this is my print and play version. It just goes into an old pencil bag, or it's actually a new pencil bag. These are the ones you get at school time, not the ones you get during the year. So I have my deluxe markers, if you will. I put everything onto wood pieces, just word circles, and I have cubes painted for the correct colors, and for that I have 3. And this is the cube for my ship. There we go. Okay, and we then have cards. This is actually with Mercury Protocol. And I do have enough for 2 players. So if I have a second person, I can play a full game. Just have to find someone to play with me. Okay, there's those. These are the deluxe player mats from the deluxe version. And what I did here was I took these and just scanned mine. So that's what I did, print both sides. And we do have cards. And the other thing I have for traveling is just a quick little folded map. Now you can tell this mat's a lot smaller, but it does serve its purpose, which is kind of nice. But I do love my neoprene mat. This was from Inked Playmats. These are really, I can't talk enough about them and how great they are and how helpful and nice and everything else. But they are not a sponsor, so they are not a sponsor. That's my true honest opinion. I'm giving my honest opinion, even if I was sponsored. So we'll be right back with Helionox, The Last Sunset. And please like and subscribe. So we are back again, and we are ready to start. I hope you managed to like and subscribe. And here we go. So we have our first 5 cards. We will have, because we are playing this, we're going to play the Cybernetic Operative. So if we have 7 Cybernetic Operatives, we have with 1, we will gain 7 fame points. Yay. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 1 defense. And we have 2 with Active Seeker, but those can only be used to find an operative. Oh, we forgot to put this guy out. Okay, so there we go. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on ahead and buy this operative, Nano Hacker, for 2. I will gain 1 fame, and the opponent loses 1, but the opponent won't lose 1. I will spend 2 to move to Lunar Base. I will use the base's function and gain another defense. I will use that 2 defense to get rid of that. And one cool thing that I can do, I'm going to hang on to Material Asset, because I'm allowed to do that. And I'll have to get down to 5 cards at the beginning of next turn. So, turn, oh, I forgot to do this on turn 1. So we're going to use our power. We will buy this one right off the bat, Sublight Captain. Move to any location. At the end of your turn, you may move to another location. Our syndicate does not have anything to get, and they will manage to get this one. Okay. We come back up to 5. We'll go to Old World Capital, and 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. We already know what 2 of them are, and I have to discard 1. And we don't have any defense, so I definitely have to use 2. I need, oh my goodness, I need 4. Well, this isn't good at all. I could use 2. Oh, I know what I can, okay, I got it. Okay, so I have to discard down to 5. So we will go ahead and discard the material asset. That gives us 5. So we have 2 plus 1, no defense, and we'll go ahead and use the nano hacker, excuse me. That gives us 1 fame. We will spend 2 to purchase a base here on Lunar. We'll be able to use, on your turn, we can gain 2 defense. We will then use our power to move to here. And we will use our 2 defense here to knock out the old world. I am going to go on ahead and put 1 prime asset on the bottom of my deck. And Sublight Captain is going to get us moved to we're going to try the Trias Colony. Okay, that's the end of our turn. He gets over there. And I'm going to go on ahead and rotate that one. He gets this one. I have that, and he is ahead already. So here we go. We will drop 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. So we have 2 defense. Okay. Old World. Croesus. Good news. We have 2 defense right off the bat. So that's taken care of. And I have 5 to purchase with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend 2 to gain an embassy. I'm going to use the power here to gain 3. Then I have 4 and 2 more. I'm going to go on ahead and rotate this one. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to take I'll spend my 2 for the operative plus 1 more. Goes to top. I will then spend my other 2 on a prime asset. So that's the end of my turn. Clean up. 5 points goes over to the syndicate. And they get Augur. And we are, that's 1, 2 off. Okay. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Yep, okay. We are correct on this. So we're going to start the next turn. We lose a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we get Europa and Mars. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we'll use our Nano Hacker to get 1. Okay. So I have 1 plus 1. I will go on ahead and I can gain 3 or draw 2 cards. I'm going to take my so I have 1 and 1. I have a potential of 2. So this is our potential pile. And then we are going to move to any location. So we are going to use the power to get 3 here. We will go on ahead and move to any location here. We will spend our 2 defense here because we moved. And then we have 4 plus 1. Right? 3, 1, 1. Yep. 4 plus 1. So I can buy a 4-cost card, draw 1 card, gain key access. That's a good card. Or I can get Elder Counselor, who's a cybernetic operative, and I do need cybernetic operatives, so that's what I'm going to go on ahead and do. That's the end of my turn. Two and Lunar and Mars. Guess Mars is a popular place for uprising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we lose 1 more turn. We can gain a 4-cost card, which we're going to do. But I have to discard a card. And I will discard a material asset. And we will gain just flat out that one. That's a good one. Okay. So I have 1 defense. I get 2. So I'll move this to 3. And 2 money. Plus 1 money. Plus 1 more. And that's kind of the end of our cards at this moment. So that gets me plus 1. So I can do a double jump. I know what my card is because I've got to draw a card and a prime asset here. I can buy that if I jump to Creus Mining Colony And then jump to, this is going to be the best bet. So we're going to pay 1 to move here. We will then use our ability. We have 3. We will then pay 1 more. Uh-oh. Hold it, that doesn't work. Okay, I have to buy the card. No, I have card. I want this card. So I am going to pay let's think about this one. I want this card, so I have to draw a card. I could just draw a card, pay 1, have 3 left over. Buy this one to move to any location. That's not a bad idea. I can go to Creases, get 3, then jump to here, but I can't pull this card. The only way I can pull this card is here. So at this point, I'm going to spend 2 to purchase an embassy. I'm going to draw 2 cards for the ability. Nice, we can gain 2 back. We get to draw 1 card. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and draw a card. We get 1. This is looking really good, actually. So we are then going to have to pay 1 to move to Luna Base, where we will gain key access. For 2, we'll spend the 2 here to overcome that one. And then we will, for 4 points, we will buy this one. Alright, we are making some progress here. I like this. Okay, that's the end of the turn. We clean up. Mars goes over here. And he gets 2 points. So gets this one because that's worth more. And we have a 5 from, wow, Mars is just and Croesus is getting hit. So hopefully we're going to have some good help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we already know what we can do. So, good. 4. Okay, we're going to need some key access here. Okay, first thing we're going to do, I need 5 key access. 5. So let me run to this. I get 2 there. I can get 2 here. Don't have any there, so that's good. So I'm going to pull this out, draw the key access. Okay, this will work. Okay, first of all, Ascended 1. Gain 2 fame. And everyone can... 1, 2. All players may secure an operative from their deck or their discard pile. That's tech. That's not a... Oh no, this may not work. Okay, we're going to make this work. Move to any location. I can gain an operative. Okay. We are actually going to gain this operative. We're going to shuffle. Okay, so let's set this all up now. Okay, first of all, we're going to gain 2 and 2. And we're going to gain 2 here, so that's another 3. This stuff has saved my bacon a few times. Okay. We are then going to get 4, 4. So we have a grand total of 6. Okay. We've used the power here to get 2. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Draw 1 card. All players may consume. You may move to an adjacent location. Gain 2. Okay. So what we're going to do... Oh, shoot. Operative. Draw 1 card. Okay. So we're going to buy this for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're taking some chances here. So we do not have any thing yet. Okay, and we only have 2 left. We're going to spend 1 of our 2 to move to here. That will give us 2 cards. 1, 2. So we can become a copy of an operative in the market. Now the question is, which one do I want to use? I can do a draw 1 card. We have 1 defense now. We're going to move this one. Operative. Okay, 1 operative from the market. Okay, so we're going to take some chances. We're going to become a copy of an operative in the market. So we're going to be able to obtain an operative, which is going to be this one. I don't think this is going to work. I'm not going to get this to work. We get 2 more, so that's 3. Nope, you know what I'm going to do? As much as I want to do that, I'm going to become a copy of this one and get 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That gives me 4. I don't have a way of getting crumb. Crumb. Oh, I forgot to take 1 off. I'm not going to be able to... So we can buy something for 4. Okay, so I'm actually not going to use this because I'm not going to be able to. So that's going to stay out here so to use next turn. 4. We're going to buy this one. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. That's not a good turn because that goes active. Syndicate gets that. Syndicate gets 3 more points. So we are in a world of trouble. That makes all the locations to be closed down. And you draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take one off of Tiberius. We're going to have to go down to Croesus and Croesus. Great. Okay. We are going to get rid of this card so we can pick up this one. We will go on it, so that gives us 5 cards. So we will gain 1. So I have I have 6 if I don't want to move, but I have to move. Gain 1 fame. You may move to any location where you control an embassy. That's not necessarily a bad one. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that for 3. Oh, I didn't put out the stuff. We have... Oh, but I'm sorry, hold on. Let's put this out. I am still going to buy it. So it's 1, 2, 3. 2 go off to the side. 2 go off to the side. And 1 goes off to the side. Okay. So, I'm going to buy my 3-cost card. So he's going to stay there. Then we are going to spend... So we use this one. We're going to spend 1 to move here. Because we moved, we can then gain 2. That means we can take care of that event. And we have 1 and 1 left over. So what we're going to go on ahead and do is ignore the 1. And the other one we're going to exchange for the prime asset. Put on bottom of deck. Clean up. That goes inactive. Syndicate takes care of that. We get this. They get that, goes active. And I get the 2 point. That's right. Okay. Perfect. End of our turn. Yeah. So second to last turn. We have 2, a 3, and an active event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is rotate this one. Because I need to buy. So good news, we have 2 defense. We have 1. And we've got a lot of movement that we can do. And we gain 1. So we're going to change one of these to 3. And gain 1. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move to a place where we control an embassy. We're going to move here. We are also then going to overcome our embassy. Hang on, let's get these. Yep, just that one out. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and shuffle because I'm going to draw 2 cards. Oh, good. Look at that. That is... Hold on. I gotta draw this card and this card. This one goes back, and it's not going to matter because I'm going to have to reshuffle anyway. So, okay. And we gain 2 more. That one's done. We're going to gain 2 more. That's 9, and we get to go get an operative from our deck or discard pile. Okay, we're going to get this one. Let's shuffle this up a little bit. Okay, and cut. And another cut, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we gain 2 more, and 2 fame. That's 12. Okay, we have 2 defense, and 1 more. Obtain an operative from the market. Okay, we are going to obtain the operative from the market. Not a cybernetic operative, but that's okay. That takes care of this. That's all gone, and we can now move. And we've got a 5 coming up at Luna. I'm actually just going to stay. Because it's not going to get me anything to move to Luna. I'm more interested in drawing the cards. Okay, so that is the end of our turn. We're going to clean up. I get the 2. He gets the 3. This goes active. That goes over here. This gets undone. We get to get an operative costing 4 or less. And we have Creus and Lunar Base. Whew. So, and Old World Capital is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Move player to your location, gain 2. Okay, so let's deal with this one first. We're going to rotate this card. Gain 2 if you control at least 3 embassies. Gain 4 if you control at least 4 embassies. Okay, so we are going to obtain this operative from the market. That takes care of him. We have 4 that we can gain. So we are just going to gain this one right off the bat. We gain 1. And we get to draw a card. So we're going to gain 2. We got some key access coming up, so this is actually going to be really good. We will gain the key access with this one. So we'll be able to draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Oh, 2. I wish I had a travel one. I'd travel to Mars and set up an embassy, but I don't have a travel. So we're only going to be able to gain 2 more. Same. So that's out. And we get 2. We will spend 1 to move to here. We will gain 3. And gain this cybernetic operative. So we gain that key access, and that is the end of our turn. So, clean up for the last turn. Gets this. Syndicate gets this. Nobody gets these. Syndicate gets 2 points. And, oh, actually should be this one. And that is the end of the game. So take a moment, like and subscribe, and we'll be back in just about 4 seconds. So the big question is, who won? The answer is, look at that, 15. Right off the bat. Really kind of nice. 41 to 42. But the question is, do I have who has 7 cybernetic operatives? Do I have the 7 points? Or does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cybernetic operatives. So that means 49 to 42. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. Come back later, and I hope you have a really great day.